quick one. Today is Tuesday. It feels like Monday, by the way, but then yesterday was a public holiday. It was the inauguration of our dear President, His Excellency Bola Ahmed Tinubu. It was conferred, it was conferred the honors to be the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. As a matter of fact, the 16th President, and we all are for some persons actually mixed feelings, but then it's a good one that we have a president, and we pray that this tenure is one that will favor each and every one of us in the name of Jesus, inshallah. Anyways, to all the people who actually made that possible, say big mercy. Congratulations to everybody. Just to remind that I think some days ago we had the nights that they used to make artists a cool one where artists came out to perform at the renewed Hope concerts. We saw a lot of artists coming out to perform for their to perform to their fans, and for some persons they use that privilege to throw tantrums at one or two persons. But then Odumodu came out to say, "You did not do your homework, hence I'm not going to come in." And people are like saying Odumodu did the wrong thing at that point, because it's business, it's money. You have your fans who wanted to listen to you. You should have been there to at least entertain your fans, because the truth is this: there is nothing you can do at this point. The president of the country is Bola Ahmed Tinubu, so you should have been there to make your fans happy. But then he has stood to his point saying, "I will not come." Also, Top Portable came out to say, I wrote the song for Tinubu. I should have been there, but I was sidelined." And then he came out to pour his grievances, saying he really did not feel cool about that. But anyways, all of that is past, and then the question is, how are we moving forward from all of that? At the same time, over the weekend, we saw the Afro Nation. It was a massive, massive one. Afro Nation, trust me, is becoming the new. That's like a new conversation now, because everybody wants to know what is happening at the next Afro Nation. For sure, we know that for the next one, Davido is going to be there. But then all of those news, I'll get them to you shortly. We'll begin the news today with the man I just ended with, talking about Davido. Davido at the moment have surpassed 6 million monthly listeners. Big one. As a matter of fact, he have 6,029,008 people listening to him every month. As a matter of fact, Unavailable is really the next big deal as we speak. Moving on, we saw Davido coming out to say, a fan coming out to say, "I beg, no drop deluxe till next year, Ember. All the song, the album needs promotion." Davido replied saying, "Yes, of course, maybe on my birthday." So Davido confirmed the fact that the deluxe might not drop this year, but they might drop 2024, maybe on his birthday. And we're sure that Davido's birthday is November, so we might not be getting the deluxe project till 2024 November. As a matter of fact, that will give him more time to have more collaborations, more planning, more preparations to give us a bump. So we are waiting for Davido on that one if God spares us. Moving on, so Davido coming out to say, "Toronto, we're about to sell out 16,000 capacity, massive one, massive numbers, massive deal." And obviously, people are really so happy. For Davido, yeah, he has the pedigree to do such concert, and obviously, there are tendencies that's going to sell that one out. Davido came out again to announce that the deluxe is sweeter. So obviously, he's making us know that they've been working on that project, and whatever they've worked on is actually a very amazing one than the Timeless initial project. We saw a very, very funny commercial over the weekend, a very, very funny occurrence between Check and 30BG and Davido. We saw Check at the point having to zoom in and zoom out a picture of Chioma, where he was admiring, and then was zooming in, zooming out, zooming in, zooming out. And so fans came out to say, 30BG fans came out to say, "You know what? That was disrespectful. You can't do that to their legend, because that is his wife, and then you can't disrespect her like that in public. It is not fair. It is not this. It is not that." They called Check out, and before it get out of hand, Check him out to make his point, saying, "Never meant any form of disrespect to Davido. Baba has been there for me anytime I need him, even on Zoom remix. I know just reason I'm well before posting. Thank you, and I love you, big bro. OBO or Davido." And then he's saying he apologized because he really didn't think of that as respect. He was just admiring Chioma. And then he said, "Davido is sorry." And Davido replied saying, "One love, like really no problem." So just 30BG fans wanted to make a scene out of the whole thing. But Davido is saying he's chilled, and then he doesn't have a problem with all of that. We saw the ex-president talking about President Muhammadu Buhari confirming Davido as one of the recipients of the OON, and Davido is now Davido tweeted down saying David Adeleke OON Nigeria. We saw It's called the Officer of the Order of the Niger. Amazing one for him. And then we have about a list of them, but we show that Davido is a number. Davido was actually conferred with that one to join the amidst. And many people are going to be on that list. Davido is number 5. We have Miriam, we have Nneka, Mohammed, Dr. Ikere, and obviously David Adeleke, also known as Davido, as the Officer of the Order of Niger. Big one to Davido, massive win, and we say congratulations to him. A good time project from Davido have surpassed 300 million streams on Spotify. Massive one to him, big one. Davido might not be big on Spotify, basically, yeah, but then as a matter of fact, is growing so rapidly. 6 million monthly listeners. All of this is just all of this is telling on his project and what he has done before and what Timeless is doing currently. 300 million is not gain feat, and then we say congratulations to OBO and the entire crew on that one. We saw Davido coming out to make just cash cruise on the project. He actually had the tag saying album day on Colos. Now, if you've been on Twitter lately, you know the Colos vibe, but yeah, on Colos, on Colos, on Colos, yeah. I use that phrase when something is malfunctioning. Yeah, when something is behaving abnormal, I use Colos. So he's saying the album is behaving abnormal because Timeless is back to number 1 again. The project has been on a very, very rocky move. Number 1 today goes to number 2, tomorrow back to number 1, back to number 2, back to number 1. But then it has always maintained status quo of coming back to number 1. Big one to him, and Davido is saying that project was on Colos or is on Colos. Amazing one. Lil Duck is on number 2, but then massive win to Davido, regaining the number 1 spot as we speak. Unavailable surpassed 20 million plays on Spotify with Musaki's big one to him, and obviously Feel of the project Timeless have surpassed 10 million streams, and no competition with Asake surpassing 8 million streams. For the UK Apple Music chart, Timeless peaked at number 14, added 3 spots to it, and Davido said, "For the UK guys, I love you guys so much." Moving on, we have the Afro Nation over the weekend. Amazing one. 2 days event between 27th of May and 28th of May. For 27th, we have BURNA Boy, Asake, Mavado, Dajo, Sike, Black Sheriff, Nelson Fritas, Nisi, talking about BURNA Boy sisters. And for the Mapiano stage, we have Uncle Waffles, Musa Keys, Focalistic, Vigro Deep, Scarlett Taylor, and Aya. Y for 28th, we have WIZKID headlining that one, and Rema, Fireboy, Bennyman, Sheikh Benson, Franglish, Giaki, and then for the piano stage, we have Major League DJX, DBN Gogo, Camufela, Mervin Momo, TXC, and DJ Walji. Big ones for these guys who were there. But then this is the rundown of how the event went over the weekend. We saw DJ E Cool actually coming out to one of the opening acts, was one of the DJ. And then obviously, E Cool as Davido guy playing the unavailable vibe. Davido was not there, but trust me, all the fans were thrilled with unavailable. Like you could see the old echoes and murmurs and response from the crowd. It just shows the fact that the city of Miami in the US really, really enjoy this song unavailable. And then I was surprised if coming days the chat looks like this for Davido because it is really an amazing response he got from the crowd. We saw Equal introducing unavailable. And according to Equal, he said the best song we have in the world right now. People actually affirmed to that and also sang back to Equal and all of that. We also saw Fireboy coming out with his sauce and vibes. The highlight of Fireboy was when he brought out Shensi, and they had an amazing time on stage, amazing chemistry. Kill it, Fireboy kill it on that one. Also saw Asake coming out on stage with the white singlet, removed the singlet. At the point, he would jump into the crowd and was so carried away. You could say maybe it was on colors, but then he was so happy with himself, went to the crowd, came back, and had an amazing time on stage. Obviously, Udogo came through with the sauce, last crooner, give them the vibe, and also brought Black Sheriff on stage where they performed their hit song together. Black Burna Boy had the night for himself. One of the best for the night, actually, because he is Burna Boy and he knows what to do when it comes to performances. I also saw where Asake and Asake linked up with Focalistic on that one. An amazing one where it was, these are meetings that when you go for a concert like this, you actually get to meet people. With Black Bones, rather, he met Focalistic as an amazing one. Black Bones hugged him. And then from here, you could just tell the fact that Asake might not really be a tall person, but then Focalistic is quite short. And then moving on, we saw Rema is massive. Rema is big. I can't say this over and over again. Rema is massive. We saw Rema coming out As a matter at a point, he wasn't singing, he was just dancing. Like people already know the song, so there's no point to sing it again. He was dancing, the leg walk and the whole Burna Boy vibe. Rema is really a prototype of Burna Boy when it comes to performances, and he is killing it at every point. Big one to Rema on that one. We saw WIZKID, Machala doing his thing on 28, and also bringing out Benson was performing their songs together. That was a massive one, and fans enjoyed themselves because Afro Nation is about celebrating Afrobeat, and Afrobeat artists came out in the numbers to do what they know how to do best. Moving on, we have Seyi Vibez as the last guy on the news. We saw where he dropped his new song called Attrick. Amazing one. It's out now, so you can go stream that one from Seyi Vibez. Moving on, we saw where he dropped a video snippet that was directed by TJ Mori. And then one of the scenes was when he was kissing a lady, and people were like, wow, Seyi Vibez, even you. But then amazing one to him on that one. I also saw where he made a claim on the video where he said artists now depends on farm crops for growth. So he's saying without streaming farm, some artists cannot grow. Some artists cannot get numbers. Some artists cannot achieve what they've achieved. But the question is, who is Seyi Vibez referring to at this point? When we have answers to that, trust me, we'll come back and give you guys answers to that one. Moving on, we saw Seyi Vibez announcing that it's going to be in London, and he called that one Seyi Vibez live in concert London, Friday, 11th of August, and then pre-sale ticket begin on the 2nd day of June. So if you want to get yours, you can start getting yours from the 2nd day of June. As a matter of fact, we saw Zinoleesky come now with a snippet over the weekend where it was like saying, it's funny how Zino called it snippets. Says checking for snippets, yeah, or not, I said checking the snippets, and it felt like is this snippet of snippets? Like maybe check the dictionary, but then whatever it is, he said I want to drop the snippet, and all of that was moved to drop the snippet. As a matter of fact, he dropped it, and then he said a lot of stuff in this one. People assume this to be a diss track, saying he was referring to somebody, but at this point, who was he referring to? It could have been anybody. But then we saw Seyi Vibez coming out to make a Vibez came out with his very funny look, grills, and all of that, saying, talking about how you could see your label stuff, all of that, is this, is that. And then he came out to make a claim saying, since 2020, I've been famous. Let's play on, baby. This is Lagos. So he's saying, since 2020, he has been famous, and this is Lagos. He's big, Lagos. Also, he said the real problem is they thought I would not get to this point alone, but God surprised them. He didn't make them vex. In all of these, people pointed direction saying he was referring to Zino, talking about Zino snippet, but then they are not sure claims of no referring to. But he just came out to say, you know what, the problem is that people thought he won't get to this point, but now he's here. And then he said that point of his is making people angry. Is this true? Is it not true? All of that, we're not sure. But then when we get this about that one, about the real beef, we'll get you guys full details, or we'll give you guys full report on that one. Gucci has made a very big claim, and then she's pissed, and then she wants to leak our own song. This is how it went down. Gucci is saying music shouldn't be this complicated. He said you record a song from your heart, and then you are told 1,000 reasons why you should not put out the song. Why are there too many processes in something that's a free gift from God? Labels should remember passion led the artist here, and shouldn't let the business side of things override that passion. If the song I like isn't released, then I will go ahead and leak it. So the thing about labels and artists, so this is the thing. So you drop a song, you wrote like about 15 songs or 20 songs as it were, and then you want to drop like 10 as an album. And label is saying, no, I don't like this one, I don't like that, I don't like that, I don't like that one. But then there's a place whereby they should have allowed you to do your choice because it was your song. You wrote them. You understand why you wrote them. You felt what you felt when you wrote the song. The song made sense. As a matter of fact, Davido is saying his best song is Godfather. But then for some reason, some person feel like, nah, your best song is Feel, Unavailable, this. But then he said when he was selecting the song, he felt like if everybody have said no to Godfather, he would have still put it there because that's his best song. And Gucci is feeling the same way. She had a song that she liked, and then she's saying, if the label is saying, oh, will not post this one, Gucci is saying, I will release it. Is this supposed to be a note to say until the record label? Whatever it is. When detail about this happens, trust us, we'll give you guys updates about Gucci versus our record label. By the way, once again, congratulations to His Excellency Bola Ahmed Tinubu. We pray that this tenure will bid us good success as it were. We love you guys so much. Guys, we'll come to the end of this one. We'll catch you guys on the very, very next one. Stay safe, guys, and look out for us.